Jimmy says, what business model or section should I focus on in Q4? And that really is going to depend specifically on you, how much money you have to spend, right? How much you want to invest into products, what your end goal is, right? And really kind of it's going to depend person to person, right? So my answer for me specifically might not be the best answer for you. And the best kind of one size fits all answer that I could give you in this situation is it depends, okay? So realistically for me, I'm focused on scaling up books as well as wholesale because it's really, really scalable. And I'm at that point in my business where I'm really just looking for good wholesale products that I can order a bunch of, as well as good books with high profit margins because I can afford to wait on them, right? I'm investing a couple grand every single month potentially, and then just kind of letting my inventory accumulate, and as it sells off, I'm making about 5 to 6 grand profit a month with the reselling business, okay? So, but my main goal with that is mainly books and mainly wholesale products, and I do a little bit of cashback, a little bit of coupon, and a little bit of liquidation selling on sites like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, right? But the majority of my business is, Amazon focused during Q4. So for you, that might be different, right? If you don't have a lot of investment capital, I would say probably avoid books, probably avoid wholesale. If you specifically are somebody that enjoys, reselling on sites where you're actually doing the fulfillment yourself and doing the shipping out yourself and doing the inventory yourself, then obviously it's going to depend, and you might want to move into like liquidation or cash back or coupon or something like that, right? And so there's really no one size fits all answer to say, hey, you should move into this specifically, because obviously I don't know what your specific situation is. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what your investment capital is. I don't know how much time you have to invest or what you like best. But the best thing that I would say is obviously check out the first module in the course. There's a few lectures in there, one specifically that will literally cover every single thing. Let me actually pull it up so I can tell you which one it is. But it covers really every single potential question that I literally just asked. It will diagnose, okay, this is the answer to this question, then you should go in this direction. This is the answer to this question, you should go in this direction, and vice versa, okay? And so the main reason that I'm saying that is figure out what you like, figure out what works best for your situation and your investment strategy right now into products, and then just double down on that for Q4, right? Your strategy shouldn't change specifically moving into Q4. The only part of your strategy that changes is double down on whatever you're doing with more products, because obviously more people are going to be buying in Q4. So just that's pretty much the best advice I could give you there, right? You're not looking for a different reselling business model specifically. If you've been doing cashback or coupon or liquidation specifically, you're not looking to move into like wholesale just for Q4. So I hope that kind of clarifies and makes sense. It's a great question though, and I'm sure a lot of other people have that question as well. So that specific lecture that I'm talking about, section 1, lecture number 2, after the start here, obviously, it's the best online arbitrage business model for you. That's the one that covers pretty much all the different nuances of all the different kind of strategies in the course, and then it will literally spit you out like, okay, if you're this, do this, right? If you like this better or you have this kind of investment capital, this is probably better for you. So if you haven't checked that out, check that lecture out. Obviously, if you have checked it out, maybe it's time to kind of go back and revisit that a little bit, and then just double down on whatever you're doing now and whatever's working for you by ordering more products, because I guarantee you will sell a lot more in Q4, especially as we move into like Black Friday and as Christmas approaches. So great question. I really hope that helps. The next question is, did you open up a Facebook shop when posting on Facebook Marketplace, or do you simply post as an individual? So full disclosure, Amy, I don't actually really sell on Facebook Marketplace. I never have. It's just something that I recommend to people because I know people that have success with it, right? So I've never been a proponent of like Facebook Marketplace for me specifically, although I know that it works for a lot of other people. That's why I recommend testing it out. That said, I have, if for whatever reason I did sell on Facebook Marketplace, somebody asked me this question a couple weeks ago, and my main answer is like, I'm not gonna specifically spend my time testing out Facebook shops for me specifically in my own reselling business, right? I'm gonna double down on what's working for me right now, which is a lot of FBA, a little bit of kind of, reselling on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and then basically the answer that I kind of gave in that video, which is kind of the answer I have for you as well, is I think that it's best to just let other people test it out originally or like right now and see how their results are, right? So if it seems to be working from somebody a month from now and like I see a YouTube video suggested to me, it's like how I made I crushed it on Facebook Shops this past month, then I'll be intrigued. Then I'll check it out, and if it looks like it's working for some other people, then I'll test it out and I'll put some of my time investment into it to list my products there, right? But right now, I'm not gonna spend, in my opinion, a lot of time testing out something that isn't like a sure thing, or if I don't know will pay off, right? Because I wanna see it work for other people first, and then I might do it, right? Because right now, Poshmark, even Mercari work the best for me reselling, for my own location. And then obviously FBA I know works. So I'm gonna double down on the things that I know work that will bring me a return on my investment. So I'm not sure if Facebook Shops is kind of just like a trend right now, or if it's something that's gonna long-term bring sales and bring profit to your business. So you could test it out if you have a little bit of time, then obviously you can go that route. But for me specifically, I'm not testing it out. I'm gonna kind of wait and see. I'm taking that kind of approach and seeing how it works for other people. And if it seems to work well for other people, then I'll test it at that point.